our stories.
We earn our lives from our songs.
The patterns and the stories unwind. Who we are is in the lines left behind.
We all have songs, we all have stories, we all have good times and times when things go wrong. And that's life, the heartache and the glory. The heartbeat of life is in our stories and our songs.
And this is the story of a boy, or as they say in German, his Mutter, his Vater, and his Großvater.
It's the story of a schooner, a proud schooner they call the Molly Dew.
And it's the story of a letter that changed their lives.
A smooth young face holds a promise of stories that are waiting to be told. Places for laughter, for tears to be cried, places for life to unfold.
And an aged face holds a treasure that only the seeker shall find.
And is anybody there to learn the song?
We all have songs,
Let the music come alive.
we all have stories.
Life is passed along.
And the melodies begin when our babies first cry. And the harmonies blending
As the years
as the years go passing by. We sing a song. We tell a story.
we sing
of times when things go wrong. And that's life.
the heartache and the glory.
All we remember in our stories.
Our stories.
And our songs.
And it all began over 100 years ago in a little lumber town on the north coast of Lake Michigan.
A town called Dundee on Christmas Eve.
Oh, Tannenbaum, it was the time of later. The roasted milk of summer's light, thy mountain bitter reddish light. Oh, Tannenbaum, it was the time of later.
Dieses Holz bewohnt die ganze Nacht aushalten.
Soll ich dir helfen, Mama?
Nein, wir haben genug.
Gus, is that you?
Ja,
Is it still snowing outside?
ja,
I hope you had your boots off before you came in.
ja, ja, ja. Deine Mutti sorgt immer geschmutzordnete Kraft.
Carl, you there?
Yeah, Mama.
Make sure he didn't track on the carpet.
No, Mama.
Oh, I just cleaned in there. Have you picked that broken cranberry string?
Yeah, Mama.
Or maybe your Opa can help you put it on the tree.
Bitte?
Ja, ja.
Danke.
Und ein Endkind gemacht.
Soll ich unten angucken?
Ja. Ja, bitte. Wunderschön. Der Tannenbaum, die Äpfel und die Walnüsse, wunderschön.
I told you, you want to talk in this house, don't do it in German. Why is Donka and Vita wunderschön? This is America, Papa, why? Always at them for Lucen and Tannenbaum. I'm beating my head against the wall, you don't even try. Why did we leave the mountains, sail across the ocean? Never leave the old ways behind. We're American. Don't pretend you don't hear
I know. So I remember who I am, where I came from.
Lord have mercy.
He should know the old ways too. He strikes her up.
One more word out in the snow.
You wouldn't
I
breathe.
think she would.
Me too. Your mom's just jealous.
Of what?
Because she says the Swiss don't have a mother tongue.
I know.
They speak Italian, French or German. They like to steal.
But the twist it isn't so. Care for the china. I'm sorry, have you just set it down? Bring me the serving spoons there in the drawer. Don't pay attention. Your old boy thinks he's smart. At least the Swiss aren't always watching us apart.
Ah, little pipsqueak of a country making cuckoo clocks and cowbells.
Make your joke.
That's no jokes, that's what they do.
Well, what if it is? We're not Swiss, we're not German, we're American. I'm an American, he's an American, and like it or not, you're an American too.
Struzo, what's Swiss is a language. You go to a Swiss village bordering France, they speak bastardized French. You go to another village bordering Italy, they speak bastardized Italian. You go to one of the German border, what do you hear? Bastardized German. Wherever you go, a country full.
Yes! At least the Swiss are clever enough to know that when you come to a new country, like when your Aunt Elsa and I came over to visit our cousins in Milwaukee.
Then a lot of good Germans still speak some other tongue.
We had the sense to learn American. After Milwaukee, that's who my papa, right? Yeah, who spoke beautiful American.
That school in Milwaukee, I knew it was wrong. I don't know why I ever let your papa go. My Greta,
Your Oma,
may
may
God
God
rest
rest
her
her
soul.
soul.
She begged and I could never say no.
Yeah, but Greta, your Oma was here today. She'd be on the side. You see, I hope soon. What's that's America? What's America? It's the best of both worlds.
He's right, it's true, that's America.
It's the best of the old and the new.
The old,
The new.
the old,
The best
of the old and
and
the
the
new.
new. All right. Now that we're all in agreement, I'm gonna go check on that goose.
Auf Wiedersehen.
I heard that.
I tease. She's a good woman, your mama. For a Swiss. Take God German runs half through your veins, my boy. Look at my heritage. From Charlemagne to Luther, a parade for the victorious men. The Swiss, some peasant shoots an apple off his son's head, they make him a national hero.
I heard that too.
Lose what she would.
You know, I could use some help in the kitchen.
I think we need more firewood. It's going to be a cold one tonight.
It's gonna be a cold one tonight.
Papa!
There's my boy. Hey, did you fix that broken cranberry string like your mama asked?
Finish.
Wipe your feet, son. She just cleaned it.
I'm wiping, Pa.
I was beginning to get worried.
Look how lovely. The most beautiful tree
Oh.
I've ever seen.
So funny.
The right runner on the sleigh was loose. I had to stop to fix it. I saw Pastor Felt in town. Service tomorrow morning isn't until 10.
Maybe I stay up late tonight. We'll see.
How's the news coming?
We'll see. Give it another 10 minutes. Oh, that clock stopped again.
What's this?
Oh, I almost forgot. A letter arrived from Martha today.
Martha!
Ooh, Martha Schneider, your papa's cousin from Chicago. I have to go slice up the fruit bread. You've never met.
You want to hear the letter?
She'll hear. She hears everything.
I heard that.
See? Leading along the hallway.
What heaven's name? It's Stephen the boy!
Mothers are here on this eve of Christmas Day. We come with tricks and bells and songs. To drive the evil spirit, spirit, spirit. Away, 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 away. Careful, she just cleaned in here.
Oh, that's all right.
nice white pines up on the ridge. Carl's eyes got as big as saucers when he saw them all decorated.
Well, it wouldn't be Christmas without a tree.
Chris Kendall been here yet?
Not yet, but I'm hoping. Who wants love?
Oh, thanks for inviting us up here, Captain. Well, now, Christmas Eve after all.
Steve.
More than enough schnapps for everyone. Even for this crew.
And you know, if we run out of food, there's some delicious looking nuts and apples on this tree over here.
Well, that's where they're going to stay, on the tree.
Why do
Why do we... what?
put nuts and apples on the Christmas tree?
Do you not know the story of the first Christmas tree?
No?
Well, it started back in Germany.
Of course.
There, a simple woodcut lived on the edge of the forest with two children, Mary and Fritz.
Is this the story about the little boy who knocked?
Yeah, don't explain it!
I know this. But their names weren't Mary and Fritz. It was Alice and Valentine.
Valentine!
My mom used to tell us this story.
Their names were Mary and Fritz.
Alice and Valentine.
My God in heaven.
Gustav!
I forgot. She wants me to spare an American. My God in
I
heaven!
don't want you to swear at all.
I was just trying to tell you the story.
All right.
Oscar, let Gus tell it.
Thank you. So, Mary and Fritz were having a simple Christmas Eve supper of black bread and milk. And they heard a knock on the cottage door. And they wondered who it could be who would be out for such a cold Christmas Eve. And so Mary, so the girl, went to the door and opened it. And there, standing before them, was a golden-haired boy of no more than 4. And he said, "Help me. I've no food and no home, and I should die if you do not take me in." Now, the children not had much, but they brought the boy inside, warmed him by the fire, gave him the rest of their supper, would even let him sleep in their bed while they slept on the floor. All through the night they slept. And when they awoke Christmas morning, there before them was the golden-haired boy, with a golden robe and a shining light around his head. "I am the Christ child," he said. "I wander through the world bringing joy to good children. And since you took me in and fed me when you thought I was poor, I shall bless you for your kindness." And the Christ child stepped outside, broke a tiny branch off the fir tree, and planted it in the ground. "On my birthday, this will bear you nuts and fruit." And the Christ child disappeared. And that branch did grow into a tree, and bore golden apples and silver nuts and berries each and every Christmas.
The first Christmas tree?
First Christmas tree.
But that's just the way my mom told it. Send the names.
Why doesn't everyone come to the table? Carl, you help serve. Come on, boys, sit down, sit down. I'll take that.
I'm starving. I haven't had a meal for 2 hours, my sacred just case.
Your clock stopped.
Oh, that clock stops every hour. On the hour.
Like clockwork.
Here it is.
Oh, let's hope for Mrs. Scott.
Not too dry.
Oh, it looks delicious. Our Heavenly Father, we thank Thee as always for the blessings before us. We have so much to be thankful for this Christmas. Good food, good friends, and the traditions that hold us together. May this branch bring you love, take it and pass it on. May this branch bring you love, take it and pass it on. May the hope of me shine bright in all our hearts tonight. May this branch bring you love, take it and pass it on. But we should never forget that the baby Jesus came into this world in the humblest of ways, in a poor stable, lying in a manger, surrounded by the beasts of the field. And the true joy of Christmas is not found in our riches, but in our service to others. May the hope of me shine bright in all our hearts tonight. May this branch bring you love, take it and pass it on.
start by serving me.
Oh, you are next.
Tell me.
Oh, Peter, what did Martha's letter say? How's the family?
Oh, Martha's letter.
Potatoes.
Oh, doing here.
Martha who? Uncle Six daughter. We saw her and her husband last July in our trip to Chicago. It's been about 6, 7 years.
Closer to 10. Oh, let's see here. She reads, Dear Peter and family, with a special holiday greeting to Uncle Gustav. Hope all of you are well this Christmas. I so enjoyed seeing you again last summer. Uncle Gustav still has that big smile and firm handshake.
Always liked Martha, intelligent woman.
The shipping business must be good to you both. I noticed an air of prosperity about you.
Sharp as a tack, always was.
Peter, you look fit and trim, though Uncle Gustav seemed a little heavier than I remember.
She needs glasses. She's damn near blind.
Our first snowfall arrived last night, but already today the snow has turned muddy and brown on the Chicago streets.
Not like our little town of Brandon. There, the snow was always white. Christmas will be here soon, and always I think back to Germany, to Bremen, and the wonderful holidays we had together. I miss knocking night with the Christmas mummers in their strong costumes, knocking on doors and rattling their bells and cans, driving the evil spirits away. Do you remember? I miss Mama's Christmas cookies. No one could make Lebkuchen or Pfeffernuss like her. But most of all, I miss the Christmas tree, the Tannenbaum. The Christmases we know as children are so few, just a handful really, but their memories last the rest of our lives, and my children will never have these memories. Here in Chicago, there are so many people and so few evergreens. We must try and celebrate without the Tannenbaum year after year. Oh, how we envy you, there in the North Country, gathering round the Christmas tree. How lucky you are. May God shine his light on you throughout the coming year. With love, Martha.
P.S.
Ernst and the children send their love too.
Oh, Martha was right. How lucky we are.
How lucky we are.
What does she mean I look heavy?
Finish the potatoes. Ruby.
Don't say much at the dinner table, do you?
Well, I hope you save room for suet pudding and butter sauce. Butter sauce! Yes. Why don't you boys go into the parlor, and I'll bring the pudding in.
I'm in here.
Oh, I would love to hear some Christmas carols.
Oh, yes. Good King Wenceslas will start there. Good King Wenceslas looked down on the feast of
You sure his name was Wenceslas?
What?
I thought it was Albert.
That's the way my ma sang it.
I've been seeing that carol for so
Good King Albert looked down.
There was never a King Albert. Your mom doesn't know anything.
Oh, do you want sauce on your pudding?
What?
Martha's mother.
Yeah.
Did you hear my question, Peter Stossel? Pudding, with or without sauce?
Without, please.
It won't be too long. It's got to be hot.
All right. Christmas will be here soon. And always I think back to Germany, to
And all of the wonderful holidays we had together. Here in Chicago, there are so many people and so few evergreens. We must try and celebrate without the Tannenbaum year after year.
So many people, streets all muddy and brown.
So many people, not like our little town.
Bremen, where the snow stays
No, this one!
I want the children to know. I want them to grow, never knowing how it used to be. I can break with the family. I can break all around that tree.
The pudding is served. Dear, are you joining
I was on the upper ridge last week, up by Swallows Hill. I was telling Papa that the small pines up there are growing too thick. If we don't thin them out soon, they'll just choke each other off and die.
us? It sounds like a good winter project for you and the fruit.
It seems a shame to cut down so many trees for
Well,
nothing.
what are you going to do? They're too small for kindling.
They made good Christmas trees.
So they make good. What are you saying? You want to cut down a Christmas tree in that estate in Holland all the way to Martha Schneider in the dead of winter?
Not just Martha. I bet there are thousands living downtown in Chicago. I bet they haven't had a Christmas tree since they left home. If we filled the Molly with stems, full of Christmas trees we otherwise wouldn't have any use for.
Peter, it is 300 miles to Chicago. No one in their right mind is foolish enough to sail that winter lake. You know that better than anyone, especially just to give away a few Christmas trees.
I wouldn't be giving them away. I could sell them for 50 cents a tree.
Oh, don't
that way
pretend
I could have
it's
enough money to pay off the
Peter
crew.
Stossel. I know you. You get a letter from someone who says she misses the traditions of her childhood, and right away you think, I can save the day, I can help.
It's not that.
The point is, my dear husband, is you can't be everyone's knight in armor.
I'm not trying to be.
I know, but I love you, and I need you. You just be my knight in armor. Now come have your pudding. It's probably still cold by now.
Come on, Carl. Let's go sing some carols.
Don't me. I know him. Come the spring, he will have forgotten all about this.
I know him too.
Away in a manger, no fit for a bed. Why does he never gentle and happy people say?
The children to know. Never knowing how it used to be. With the family back in Brighton.
All around the Christmas how I wish we had a
I miss
tree.
With the holidays over and the new year beginning, routine returned to the Stossel home.
There's the usual school and chores for Carl.
The usual cooking and running the household for Alma.
And for the men, preparing for another shipping season on the lake.
Even in winter, the lumberjacks felled the big trees and hauled them by sled to the sawmills.
But the lumber schooner sat trapped, frozen in the harbor, and the sailors waited.
And it was in that winter of '82 that thoughts of the Tannenbaum kept turning over and over in Peter Stossel's mind.
birds are understanding us.
I will.
Right. Well, I hope he was listening because the last time we tried that, we were in seinen Stuhl zu spät.
I
konnte den
I told him! Oh.
Sailors all pitched out with their greenbacks, drinking night and day.
And the women's Christian temperance scheme and Friday nights to squeeze lemons and pray.
And we sailed on the lakes all summer long, on hardwood and cedar too. Another season on the water, nothing much new, nothing new. Another season on the water.
Thank God.
Almost through.
How's it going?
I was on the campus on the aftermath. We're checking the rigging now.
Good, good.
But Captain, with it so late in the shipping season and all, why are we getting our late warning now?
I figured we'd make one more run if the crew'd be willing.
Yeah, some head out for winter. Getting Bartley leaves tomorrow.
It'd be 5 weeks of wages. 2 weeks in the woods, 2 on the lake, plus shore time. I figured we wouldn't need a full crew, maybe 6, 7 men.
Where to?
Chicago.
5 weeks' wages and short time in Chicago? We could fill a crew. But Captain,
Yeah.
With it so late in the shipping season and all, you know, those November gales, they can be fierce.
We can do it.
Yes, sir. What's the cargo?
Christmas trees.
Yes, sir. Your part.
I want the Molly filled from stem to stern with trees. We're sailing in 3 weeks.
With,
Pass the word.
with,
What did the captain want?
what?
The captain, what do you want?
Oh, we're making another run.
Another run?
Or what are we carrying?
I saw 3 ships come sailing in on Christmas Day in the morning.
Did he say I saw tree ships?
That ain't the way my ma sang it.
I saw 3 ships come sailing in on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. I saw 3 ships come sailing in on Christmas Day in the morning. I lost my hands on what's for supper?
Slumgullion.
Mongolian.
Rings a bell, man. Supper's ready.
Supper's ready. Here's my chef over the nostrils.
Oh, Star, let's eat!
Star.
Wait a minute. That smells like
Slumgullion.
Not that again.
Fill it up, please. All she can hold.
God, it seems a shame, don't it? Such a bright young boy.
Cut down in the prime of life.
Why is it called Mongolian?
Ah, slum, from the German word schlamm.
Mud. It's just a bird. Here. At least there's plenty of it.
Yeah, you can say the same thing about dysentery. Plenty of it doesn't make it good.
Next. And when you're finished with that, I know you'll have seconds.
Yeah, to live.
Might as well get it over with.
All right. I put my heart into this guy.
Never mind your heart. Put some meat in it. You think chopping and hauling trees all week would get a decent meal for once? What are we doing up here anyway? I'm a sailor and sign up to be a fool lumberjack.
A couple of weeks into wood won't kill.
Well, it's easy for you to say. You haven't been up at Swallow's Creek for 4 days like the rest of us. The spruce is getting so thick, we have no room to swing our axes.
That's what people are saying. These little trees will die off if we don't thin them
pay us for chopping trees, that's his business. But loading them on the Molly in the dead of winter and setting sail, that's plumb crazy. I just never heard anybody hauling a tree.
There's a first time for everything, Steve.
Captain, I didn't mean it.
I know. I think we'll all feel a whole lot better getting out of these woods.
How was the men?
Camped out over on the ridge.
Hungry?
We cut down a couple hundred trees today. Chopped them up real good. This will be our last load.
Yes. But are you hungry?
Sure.
Good.
Then you're out of luck.
It's gone?
No, that's why you're out of luck.
So, how'd you do?
Good.
Should have seen him. As fast as they were cutting him down, he'd be picking them up, some his size with half again, and loading them onto sleds.
You'll sleep well tonight. Hard ground won't keep you awake none.
There's your gully.
Thank you. Ugh. I gotta check the horses.
Don't bother. They won't eat it either. Well, I'm blushed. I'm gonna make camp.
Yeah, me too, I guess.
I'll have breakfast ready at 5.
Slumgullion.
On biscuit.
Whee!
Sure. Leave a mess for me to clean up. Then I better tuck in. Keep some fire going. Peter hasn't eaten.
I'll watch it.
Good night.
Good night, Ova.
Tough day, you should get some sleep. Get some shut. Go ahead.
Steve,
Yeah.
do you think Pa's gone crazy?
Your pa's a smart man, if he thinks it's a good idea. Hey, have you ever heard the saying, a sailor never makes a good business. If he did, he wouldn't be a sailor. But your pa, he's a smart man. He's good at business. Not like the rest of us. Give us a month's pay, it's God of the week.
What?
You know, this, that, the other thing. Most often the other thing. But your boss is smart. I'll tell you one thing. He saved his money. And when he first brought the Molly up here, he fixed her up and, now she's first rate. I tell you, he is good at business. You gotta respect the man for that.
Is that why Pa's bringing the trees to Chicago? Business?
Why,
The horses don't like being out here any more than we do.
hey, Captain, when do we look to hoist anchor?
Figured to haul and load the final cut for 2 days. I figured Thursday morning.
Can I go with?
No. Your mom would have a fit. Besides, you've got to keep an eye on her. And you've got school Monday morning.
Hey, maybe this summer he can start making some runs with us.
Please?
I don't know. Can you follow an order and not argue back?
Aye,
Fine, then hand me someone with that ghoul.
Hey, I'm gonna get some shut-eye.
aye. Why do I have to go to school? I can't learn to be a sailor in school.
You don't want to be a sailor.
But I want to be the captain like you and give the orders.
There's a lot more to it. You've got to know how to draw contracts with customers. You've got to know how to keep a log. You've got to know how to pay your crew and still have money left over for your family. A lot of business. A lot of arithmetic. I'm not the captain because I'm a great sailor. All these men are great sailors. But I watched, I listened, and I learned when I was young, both on the dock and in school.
Well, Steve says you're smart.
Well, I know some of the men aren't thrilled about this Christmas tree idea.
Well, that's what Billy said yesterday. He said you're...
Go on.
Yesterday at school, Billy said you were crazy. And 2 other words, you will never...
And what did you say to him?
Well, nothing. I just hit him. Square in the nose, teaches.
Hold on. That is not how we settle arguments. You know that, but I appreciate the vote of confidence. I don't know. Maybe Billy's right, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe no one in Chicago gives a damn about the trees. I know your mama thinks I'm crazy. She hardly 'cause they're only coming for the pay. Every time they ask me why, I never answer 'cause I don't know what to say. Maybe Papa felt the same way years ago back in Britain when he talked with me. People thought that he was crazy, risking everything to cross the sea. Papa asked me, I remembered, should we go and take a chance or should we stay? Maybe Papa found in me what I found in you today. When I look at you, I can see it in your face, you understand. I look at you, and I know this isn't crazy. There's a reason I must go. There's a mirror in your eyes. You think I'm brave and strong and wise. The man that you see is nothing like me. If I were him, I could walk across the sea. I could never hope to be the man that you see in me. But it feels so good. I want to try. It feels so good. I'm going to try. Maybe somewhere in that feeling is the reason why. If we set sail tomorrow, we'll be in Chicago by the 1st. A week to sell the trees, a week back, God willing, and we'll be back home on the 14th. What do you think? God knows an extra 5 weeks' wages will help the crew get through the winter. It could work out great for everyone all around. I checked the almanac. Says it should be mild for early December. Some snow, of course, but mild conditions for winds and temperatures. It looks like we'll be all right. You know, I was thinking, maybe come spring, we'll get the old schooner a new coat of paint. and maybe I'll rechristen her. Maybe something like the Lady Alma or the Swiss Miss. Would you like that?
I would like to give a story. There's a Captain Simmons had a schooner, two-sticker. It's a codfish. Oh, he loved that boat. By and by, he married a young woman by the name of Susanna, and the townspeople kept asking him, will you rename your boat Miss Susanna in honor of your new bride? And he said, no! I don't think it's right to rename a boat. But Susanna is a good woman. And if she keeps on like this, I might rechristen her as a codfish. I simply killed it.
Alma.
Why? Just tell me why.
I've told you why. There are a lot of people, Germans, who miss having the Tannenbaum.
How do you know? Because someone sent you a letter?
Maybe she's the only one. Maybe no one else cares about the trees.
Listen to me, Alma. I cannot believe that Martha alone misses having the Tannenbaum. There must be others.
Then let them take the trees. Why does it have to be you?
Because if I don't do it, it won't get done.
Then you will go, and I will wait. This once.
This once.
What is it about the water that calls a man away? What calls a man to sail upon the sea? What is it about the water that calls a man away to the haven where his heart longs to be? Why isn't it easy? Why doesn't it ever get easy? I've seen him sail away so many times and think by now that it might be easier than the time before. But every time he sails from the shore, nothing's easy till he's home again.
What is it about the water that calls a man away, that calls a man to sail upon the sea? What is it about the water that calls a man away to the haven where his heart longs? What is it about the water? What is it about the water? What is it about the water?
Log of the Molly Dew, November 25th, 1882, Manistee, Michigan. Weighed anchor at 7:40 a.m. with a crew of 8.
Everything movable has proper lashings, and cargo fills the forward hull, flush to the hatch covers.
Weigh anchor! Anchor the Make sail! Haul away!
Steer east, southeast, long enough to clear Wiggins Reef and the Shaw's on point to a bar.
When she calls you, you've got to hear her. Hear that call, that's the sweetest ever heard. But she'll turn from a maiden to a siren. Now and always she commands the final word.
The passage of point, wings on the starboard beam.
It's blowing 50, it's blowing a mile.
When she calls you, you've got to hear her. Know her whims and her personalities. For deep in her heart lies fury, as savage as the stormiest of seas.
November 27th, Maine Bailey's Harbor. Winds increasing. Thermometer now below freezing. Ice forming on the tackle block at Cleat.
It's sitting pretty low. White Rock is making ice into bowsprings.
I've got some men trying to clear it. Have the rest of the men check their lashings. We don't want those trees shifting.
Maybe we should drop anchor, wait until it blows itself out.
It's a November gale for sure, but we'll make it through. The Molly's been through better storms than this.
Why isn't it easy? Why doesn't it ever get easy? Seems like I've sailed away so many times. You think by now that it might be easier than the time before. But when I leave them there on the
Losing
shore,
my captain!
nothing's easy. I'll bring her round once more.
we're dipping candles on Friday.
I won't forget. 7 sharp. I'll be waiting. Waiting. What is it about the water that calls a man? That calls a man to sail upon the sea? What is it about the water? What is it about the water? To the maiden where his heart longs to be.
When she calls you, you've got to hear her. Hear that call, it's the sweetest ever heard. But she'll turn from you to a siren. Now and always she commands the final word. If you sail her, you've got to know her wings and her personalities. For deep in her heart lies fury, as savage as the stormiest of
On November 27th, the storm broke past Port Washington, blowing freshly southwest, so west at 20 miles, sky clear and fair.
Looks like the storm blew itself out.
How's it below?
The hatch covers are tight. But Captain, why don't you go below and get some rest? I'll hold course.
Thanks.
Oh, but Captain, I gotta remind you, the smell of the pines in the hold are being overpowered by the odor of the men in their bunks. If I was you, I'd sleep with the trees.
I'll take your advice. Steve,
Yeah.
you think hauling these trees is a pretty crazy idea?
Well, it's your boat. You're paying me. So I'm here.
Yeah.
What is it about the water?
What is it about the water?
What is it about the water?
December 1st, approaching Chicago, fog, lit the mastheads as the Molly Dew came upon the lighthouse.
Where do you make us?
About a mile off the breakwater. Hold the wheel.
Steady.
Maybe we should lay up until the fog lifts?
Nah, it'll burn out. If not, we'll get a tug.
Me? Well, it's not my fault.
I told you to tie it off!
Well, since when do you give orders?
What's going on?
I tripped on that scuttle rope here because Blackjack didn't try to tie off.
Man, you trip over your own shoelaces.
Hey, listen, don't blame him. I gave you a job.
But I told him.
And I told you.
Stay out of this, Steve.
Right.
Who's the first mate anyway?
I don't care. You're the first cousin. This was between
Quiet! Quiet! All of you, steady at the wheel.
I.
Sailing with a bunch of damn.
They're all a little ragged, that's all.
Pa,
Yeah.
what if Alma was right?
What?
What if we go through all this and no one cares? No one wants the trees.
Well, we know Mountain wants a tree. So, worst case, we return with the other 2,499 trees and have the largest bonfire Manistee has ever seen.
Thanks, Pa.
You have to look for that silver lining.
Seriously, Pa, what do you think?
I think you're right. Fog's lifting. They'll know soon enough.
Welcome, cheer, riced, mast? What's that?
Welcome, Christmas Schooner.
They're waving at us. They're waving at us. There must be 2, 3, 500 people waving at us. They're waving at us.
They're waving at us.
There must be 500 people waving at us. Hello, Chicago. Hello, Chicago.
Make sure she's stopped. Mein Gott in Hamlet's Martha. Look, she's wearing glasses.
Ah!
You did it!
Oh.
You did it!
Ah, Martha, where'd all these people come from?
I got your letter. Everybody wants a tree.
Everybody wants a Papa, did you hear that?
Yeah, cancels the bonfire.
Well, let's unload!
So, Martha, notice anything different about me?
You look a little heavier than I remember.
Shut it.
We got all kinds! Balsam! White pine! Spruce!
But a sir, maybe trees, sir, something taller, something smaller. Bring up another load from below. That's 2 bags, 2 bags.
We'll take that one. We'll take that one.
Set 'em off.
Set 'em up.
Shake off the snow. Got a load of balsams coming through. Got a load below pine is coming too.
One for the parish, yeah, for Father Flavor, for St. Michael's, yeah, the parish gets the biggest one of all.
Make way for the holly. Make way for the holly. And a dollar, give a holler. Bring up another load from below. What kind? Spruce and pine, son. Stay in line, son.
Happy New Year.
Same to you, dear. Set 'em off. Shake off the snow. Came all the way from Tennessee. That's right, sir. Michigan, oh, about a week.
Come meet the captain, here's the captain's song. All the people want to meet the man who brought the Christmas joy to the world. Joy to the world. God bless the men who cross the lake in November to bring us the Christmas tree. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Chicago. The Christmas Schooner is done. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Chicago. The Christmas Schooner is.
Carl, are you ready for bed? I brought you an extra blanket. You're gonna need it tonight.
Mom,
Hmm?
do you think Papa and Papa are gonna make it home all right?
Oh, do you remember the scripture Pastor Bell taught you?
Psalm 107? That one?
That's the one. Let's see how much of it you can still recite.
They that go down to the sea in ships, and occupy their business in great
works of the Lord, and his wonders in the deep.
For at his word,
For at his word, I forget.
for at his word the stormy wind ariseth, and lifteth up the waves thereof. They are carried up to the heavens, and down again to the deep. Their soul melteth away because of the trouble. For when they cry out unto the Lord, he maketh their troubles to cease, and the waves thereof are still. And so
I know. So he bringeth them into the haven where they long to be.
God bless the men who cross the lake in November to bring us the Christmas tree.
Merry Christmas, 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 Chicago, the Christmas Schooner is here. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Chicago, the Christmas Schooner is here. Yeah! Lisa, we beg you, have you crust of bread for poor hungry peasants on a cold winter's night? Lisa, we beg you, have you a mug of beer for poor thirsty peasants on a cold winter's night? Crust of bread, a mug of beer, would fill our hungry bellies and our hearts with good cheer.
A crust of bread, a mug of beer.
A mug of beer. May you have a merry
surprise, something special.
Excuse me, I have this valuable timepiece here.
What's that?
I was wondering.
That's it! Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Officer,
Yes, sir.
can you direct me to the nearest clock shop?
Clock, say, that'll be Marshall Fields. 2 blocks up.
Come on, Steve. Oh, God. Woo!
I could need another thing.
Dude, what a meal. Meat you can actually chew.
Hey, what do you say to brandy and cigars at the Palmer House?
Lead on, let's go.
Where's Palmer House?
Part with it. It was given to my husband by General Grant himself. But you see, my husband, he's come down with such an awful gout, and he can't work. You see, if I don't sell this for at least $50, it's worth $100. Our children are going to starve.
I'll handle this. We'll give you $10.
Oh, I couldn't part with it for less than 40.
20, and not $1 more.
Bless you, sir. Oh, thank you. My husband thanks you. My children thanks you. And Ulysses B. Grant thanks you.
And that's how you get the best of a bargain.
Come on, you see. Where'd you get that watch?
I bought it. Solid gold it is. Worth $100 easy.
Solid gold, eh? May I see it?
Oh!
Or like solid gold paint. It's tin.
10?
Some watch doesn't even have its works. It's hollow.
Let me see this.
Boys, you've been hornswoggled, hoodwinked, bamboozled, flim-flammed a couple of rooms into a big city.
But she said...
Let me guess, you fell for a story about a sick husband, starving children, and $100 watch.
Wait, how did you know that?
Gout!
Well, where did she go? Come on!
Last moon, spring, and singing. Then in December, home das Christkind. Viele Garten in the street. Even on Friday's
Carl, are you all right?
Hitting my fingers with a hammer.
Let me give you some advice, dear. Don't hit your fingers with the hammer.
Well, I'm not trying to, but I gotta hope the ball not to crack them.
What happened to Papa's nutcracker?
It's busted, so I'm using the hammer. Oh, I'm not finished yet.
How many have you cracked?
About 100,000.
Well, I only need 2 cups. Make sure you separate the shells from the meat.
Maybe a little less than 100,000.
Oh, considerably less.
Why?
Just put it on the table.
Between the nugget and the hammer. Stabbing my fingers. I'm lucky to have any fingers left at all.
Oh, I'm so sorry you had to spill your blood for the fruit cake. I hope you think it's worth it. Now go get the molasses.
When's it gonna be ready?
In time for Christmas.
2 weeks? Why's it gotta make so long?
It doesn't bake for 2 ours. Thank you for this food. Then we're going to wrap it in a brandy cloth and put it in the cellar until Christmas. Hand me the cherries over there. As usual, we're a little long on nuts and short on fruit. I suppose it'll be all right. Do you want to have a stir?
My hand?
Oh, I'm so sorry. You were telling me about nativity practice. Are you a shepherd again?
I'm actually king this year. I'm the one who brings the mirror.
Oh, what mirror?
Well, that's what Pastor Feld said. Joey is the king who brings the gold, and Ralph's the king who brings the frankincense, and then I bring the mirror.
Oh, that mirror. Who else is in the play?
Well, Harriet's Phil's an angel. Oh, and Billy's Joseph. And I think Edith Watson is Mary. Oh, and today, Edith and Harriet got in a big argument over who has a more important part. And Edith said she did because it's harder to be a virgin than an angel.
Oh, from the mouths of babes.
Oh, and today, Billy bought his mother's cow bladder.
His what?
Well, it's this round thing made of a cow bladder. You blow it up, and then when you sit down, it sounds just like a...
Oh, I know the sound.
Well, he brought it today and blew it up and hid it in the hay next to the manger. And then Harriet came in and all angelic and said, and so it came to be. Oh, so Pastor Bell said we should all go home.
I am not surprised. What does surprise me, though, is you boys not behaving yourselves.
What I did, it really did.
Yes, but you knew he put that cow bladder there. You could have warned Harriet.
Mom, I did.
I'm not scolding. I'm only saying that I would have thought you boys would be on your best behavior this close to Christmas. Chris Kindle could be watching, and you know he does not bring presents to troublemakers.
Well, Billy said you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Billy said that he watches us with the singing boys, and not us because we're too spread out.
I'm not so sure about that. It seems to me if Chris Kindle can manage to bring you a present every year, he can manage to look in on you from time to time again.
Stir that mama dark.
I'm not for that, just hurt.
Well, it is, but if there's a way.
but that all depends.
On what?
Oh, the weather, the winds. Excuse me.
What do you think will bring me?
I don't know.
Do you think I can open it right away?
No, you have to wait till Christmas.
December is the longest month in the entire year.
It is this year. Meanwhile, there's plenty to do. I have baking, you have chores. Did you give Diamond Lady her feedback?
Yeah, she was hungry too.
And bring in the firewood like I asked?
So,
Mm-hmm. Well, you better get going. It's getting dark. Thank the good Lord there's plenty to do.
thanks.
Just measure the raisins. Just measure the walnuts and raisins. Mix in the flour and butter and sugar and nutmeg too. Oh, Carl, don't forget to get.
Hello, Mrs. Stossel.
Came home early, disappointed.
Oh, good Lord, no!
Do you know he has one like you in every port?
Oh, what was wrong, Gus?
Hey, where's Carl?
Oh, I sent him outside to get the firewood.
I want him to be in here. Carl! Carl, get in here! Carl, where are you? Carl? Oh, there you go. Hey, did you take care of your mama?
You bet. Opa!
Missed you, Carl.
You won't believe what happened. We pulled into the Clark Street dock, and there must have been 500, 600 people waiting for us.
Waiting.
They even had a sign, "Welcome Christmas Schooner." Can you believe it?
No.
Martha went all around her neighborhood telling everyone that a schooner carrying Christmas trees was coming into port, and they were waiting for us. I figured it might take us like a week to sell all the trees,
But we could sell them all.
but on the evening of the first day, there wasn't a single tree left. We sold them all! So I gave the crew the rest of the day off. They did some shopping, got to see the sights, and then we hoisted anchor and came home.
Oh, Peter, that's wonderful.
I wish,
That's great.
I wish you could have seen. I wish you could have seen their faces, Alma. Older people, children.
I'm doing tons of things. Sweeping, chopping, firewood.
There was even a little girl who showed me the ornament she had made for the tree. She'd never seen one before, but she told her parents and told her all about it.
Everyone was talking about how they were going to dress up the tree and where they were going to put it. It was like a giant party out on the dock. I mean, they were singing, "Joy to the world."
And we were singing,
"Make way for the Molly."
"Make way for the Molly. Merry Christmas, Mrs. Stossel. Your Christmas present is here."
You didn't have to do that. I could have brought it up tomorrow on the sled.
I was on our way. We knew she'd be anxious.
What is it?
The grandfather clock you've always been wanting.
St. Thomas.
Oh, Peter!
Where'd you want it?
Oh, in the front room. For now, I guess.
Yeah, we'll crate it later.
You heard her. Into the living room.
Couldn't do it without you, Oscar.
Thanks, Oscar.
That's why I'm here.
Well, let's take care of Ma's presents.
Now I need thought.
Oh, I have fire going in the parlor. Tell the boys I'll bring coffee, and then I have a little screw
say.
I can't put down strudel.
Oh, Mrs. Dawson.
They could walk in
And
and
dance, now dance with me.
Oh, and now that the first and last voyage of the Christmas schooner is over, I don't mind saying I'm proud of you.
Alma.
Oh, Peter. Are you real? Let me teach you. I prayed every day, Lord, just please bring him home.
Well, I'm home, pitch away.
Peter, stop it.
I've missed you, Mrs. Dawson.
They're waiting.
They're
all in their waiting by the tree.
Take my
Take
hand.
my hand and dance. Come
Dance with me.
Peter, the boys and I have been talking. We're thinking if we take the plate start as a master, we could latch trees and bottles and tech as well. We'd nearly double our load.
Papa, hey, that means starting earlier cutting next year.
What next year?
The second voyage is a Christmas schooner, of course. Peter promised that we'd be back with more trees in Versity if we latched them to the deck, or we'd have to worry about our ventilator.
Alma, say something?
You said this once.
I know.
Peter, you have so much. You have a home, a family, a thriving business. Why risk it?
It's because I have so much. More of us keep coming, day after day. Hundreds without decent jobs, without places to live. It's getting harder and harder for them. I didn't really know why I wanted to take them to the trees. A feeling, a memory maybe. I wasn't sure it was the right thing to do. Not till we got there and saw their faces, their smiles as they picked out a tree and carried it off. Then there were the faces of those who didn't get a tree. I'm sorry, I said, that's all that we brought. One man actually cried. I saw him standing there on the dock with tears in his eyes, wishing that I could magically produce a tree. It meant that much to him. What could I do? I could only promise that I would be back next year with more trees. Oh, Alma, if you could have only seen their faces.
Their faces? What about your face? It's your face I care about.
Oh. Did I hear someone ask if I brought them something from Chicago?
I gave up hope.
Never fear, my lad. I think you might find something to your liking on that box. So, why don't we go to the parlor and see what's inside?
You mean I can open it now?
Sure. Now. Come on, Steve.
Alma.
I'll bring in your coffee when it's ready.
It's heavy.
Go on.
Open it!
Is it something I asked for?
I think so.
Skate! Hon, skate!
Single bladed. They'll fit on your shoes, too.
Look at those!
They're great.
I was going to wait until Christmas, but...
Mom, come here. Look at my new skates.
Mrs. Stossel!
Christmas came early this year.
Mom!
I hope you like them.
Mom!
my opinion.
Have you finished all your chores then?
Yeah, I gave everything you feedback and I snow shoveled out to the road.
Wonderful. Now you can start on your schoolwork. Have you begun the word composition on the American Revolution yet?
Yeah, I'm doing it on the life of Baron Frederick Wilhelm Augustus von Schooner.
Who?
The German general who won the revolution single-handedly.
And where did you learn that?
Oh, but
You might want to check your history book on that one. I believe there was a general named Washington that had something to do with it.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
What happened?
Nothing.
An accident.
Yeah, I'm fine.
You were loading the last of the trees.
I'm fine.
A rope snapped, and about 20 of them fell on it.
Gustav!
Doc says it's broke in 2 places.
Oh,
What does he know?
Carl, get Opa a glass of water.
Make it a whiskey.
No, Carl.
Ah!
Oh, maybe just a little.
Are you all right here?
I'm fine.
I'm trying to get back to the crew.
And I'm coming with you.
No.
That's it.
You are going nowhere.
here you go.
Oh, that's too much.
No, it's perfect. Thank you, boy.
How much loading you got left?
Well, that was the last of the loads we needed to put on the deck. Just put them on the lashes on the ship. We're under sail tomorrow morning.
And I'll be ready.
You're staying right here. I've got no time to nurse you and Captain the Schooner.
You're already a man down.
I'll get Barclay.
He left for Green Bay yesterday.
Well, maybe Roy Summers.
Oh, his wife hasn't had that baby yet. He won't leave her.
What about me?
Oh, no.
I've been shipping up for 3 years now. I know the molecule as well as anyone.
Those were summer runs, Carl. Sailing in the winter is a different thing altogether.
Besides, I need you here.
But Opal will be better in a few days and he can help out, won't you, Opal?
Yeah! Carl, you are just a boy.
I'm 15. I know the schooner and I know what's expected of me. Pa,
You have school.
I can make it up. Pa.
Peter!
I need a good man who knows the boat and the lake. The way I see it, it's Carl.
Yes!
He'll be fine. He's been watching this over for years. What happens when you sit on the spit on the windward side of his boat?
Oh, the spit comes right back in your face.
See? It's fine. He knows everything. Now, get him as a whiskey boy.
How about you start getting to bed?
Come on.
What about my whiskey?
You can always tell a German.
You can tell him, but it doesn't mean he'll listen.
Weigh anchor! Make sail! Haul away! We'll be sailing her full and by. Lord, what our sailors are we? We sail upon the inland sea. Got no taste for salty brine, fresh water suits me fine. I'm a hard water sailor, that's the life of me. Oh, listen to her howl. We'll make port tonight. We're the mighty men who sail through the squalls and the gales. They call us fresh water, sweet waters too. And I'd rather by far be a hard water tar than to sail upon the ocean blue. Then it's a hard water sailor I'm proud to be. We sail upon the inland sea. We don't yearn for ports afar. We're happy where we are, being hard water sailors upon the inland sea.
Hard water, hard water, hard water, hard water, hard water, sailors upon the inland sea. Hard water, hard water, hard water, hard water, hard water, sailors.
That's me. Steve, did you hear the news?
Well, what do we have here?
He's got 2 arms, 2 legs, a patch of hair, and a fair amount of teeth. Could be a man.
Oh, he might be a man. He's no sailor.
Why not?
Smooth as a baby's bottom.
Soft hands, not a callus. No sailor here.
I am.
Must be one of them fair weather tars.
The kind that sail in summer when Dame Nature's a young Fräulein.
And kisses your face with a soft breeze.
And turns into old gold hag in November.
And scolds you with a mother-in-law's town.
And then our fair-weather friend turns landlubber and stays in port.
Not this time. I'm coming with you this time. Who, you?
Do you think you're ready?
I don't think I know.
I don't think you know either.
Well, I'm clear,
When the water starts to freeze, you'll be begging on your knees. Take me back to shore.
When the gales begin to blow, you'll be flying down below, and you'll curse the sea forevermore. Sweet little fair-weather sailor, he knows the sea is gentle, sweet, and kind.
He's so wet behind the ears, he'll be swimming in his tears.
Can tease all you want. Go ahead. I don't mind. I can teach you all a thing or two about sailing while
You don't even know your fore from your aft. What's her length?
She's a two-sticker. 105 feet on the waterline, 135 overall.
How much canvas does she carry?
4,100 square feet on the mainsail, 1,500 on the foresail, 750 on the jumbo, and 835 on the jumbo.
Okay, well, who christened her the Molly Dew?
Her first owner, Captain T. L. Goodwin, 1858.
Do you know how a sailor can tell rain by his nose?
Oh, no.
When it's
How?
if his nose is wet,
It's raining!
Give you the lad a pair of boots
and some gloves.
Need a hat and a life jacket too.
And his old ditty bag, ring the bell, raise the flag, master spouse all, welcome to the crew. Hard water sailor, he's born to be a sailor of unity. Clap your hands, praise the Lord, master spouse was gone aboard.
He's a hard water sailor, no sail.
Sail by the inland sea.
That's the life for me.
Hurrah!
How's it going?
Cutters did their job.
Log of the Molly June, November 29th, 1887. Completed loading trees, 9:30 a.m.
Cargo flush to the hatch combings from keelson to deck beams. Hatch tarpaulins tightly batted down.
In addition, the vessel carried a deck load of trees from the stern cabin forward.
Well, we trimmed her best we could. Not a lot of freeboard left, Captain.
Think we should unload some of it? I don't get too many.
Nah, she's well lashed. She can carry the weights.
Weigh anchor.
Weigh anchor!
Anchors away!
Make sail! Haul away!
November 30th, Maine poured and more. Winds shifted to the east and we were thrust into the teeth of a winter storm. Hit us full force.
Winds shifted again, east-southeast, gusting to 70, then 75
turn back.
The nurse said it was down this hallway, room 17, but
Stay here. I'll be right.
I don't see any.
Sit. I'll find you.
Mom,
Carl! Oh, thank God, all right. Oh, we know. It's all right. Oh.
you hear stories, but you can't imagine it. Moon in the storm. The sea smashing everything. I still grabbed flares from the stern cabin, but by the time we got the lifeboat in the water, they were soaked and wouldn't fire. He finally got one to go up. By the time the lifeboats found us, icicles hanging from our coats, our hair, but we were right where Pa said, Bailey's Harbor. The Captain Thompson, the captain of the Lady Hayes that rescued us, said we weren't but a quarter mile from shore. Pa almost got us to shelter. Almost.
Gus, we heard you were here. I am so sorry. We're all so sorry.
We came as soon as we got word. Took us a train to Marinette and ferry came.
Mrs. Stossel. Well, I speak for the crew. Captain Stossel was the finest man we ever shipped out under.
Just happy you and the others are all right.
Well, we took quite a beating. But if it wasn't for your husband, man, we wouldn't be here at all. How he kept his bearings in that snowstorm. You couldn't see a damn thing for hours. But somehow he knew the bay was on our starboard. And then he held the volley into the wind so the rest of us could get on the lifeboat. I'm just sorry well, like I said, man, we'll never sail under a better captain. Thanks, Steve.
Do you remember when George Hoffman was drowned?
Yeah, about 2-3 summers back. His boat went down off Wiggins Reef.
The next
He
week,
searched.
I took a casserole to his wife, left with those 3 girls. And the entire time she didn't say a word, she just looked at me, just stared. And I knew what she was thinking. I knew she was thinking, why is your husband alive and mine drowned? I haven't been able to look her in the eyes since. Maybe now I can.
Well, I'll leave you folks alone.
Oh, wait, see. I think we should tell her what we were thinking.
Maybe you should wait a minute.
We don't have time to wait. We've got to get
Only what?
Captain Thompson, the skipper of the Lady Hayes I was telling you about.
Yes, what about him?
He came to visit us at the hospital last night, and the trees, you see, in the storm, they had fallen over.
Mrs. Stossel, when the Molly broke, it went under. Everything in the cargo hold was set loose. Some 2-3 days later, them trees started washing up on shore from one end of the bay to the other, hundreds of them. Captain Thompson, well, he came to Thompson. He came to your son, asked us what should be done with them.
Done? Get rid of them. I never want to see another Christmas tree in my life.
We got talking to the captain. He's got a schooner. It's laid in for winter right now, but it would take a day or 2 to get her ready.
Ready for what?
He's got a crew that will help us load the trees onto the schooner. It would take 3-4 days to gather them and get them ready. This is Tuesday. Steve thinks we can weigh anchor on Saturday.
Weigh anchor? You're telling me you would go back out on that frozen lake?
Mrs. Stossel, we took a vote, and to a man, we believe it's what Captain Stossel would want us to do.
You and the others can do as you like. It's your line. But Carl isn't going anywhere but home. By train every inch of the way if I could.
No, Mom. We voted and we decided. We are going to get those trees to Chicago by Christmas.
No, you listen here. You decide nothing. I lost my husband because of those trees. I am not going to lose you too.
Mrs. Stossel, the storm is broke. Once we're under sail, we could be to Chicago in just a few days.
No. No!
Opa, you've been very quiet. What do you think?
I think so too. You should get back to your rooms. Mom and I will talk.
But Opa, we...
Go.
Don't ask me to say yes. I can't.
I'm not going to tell you what to do.
All week long, I've watched you, waited for you to cry out. Here was your son. How can you do nothing but carry on each morning like any other day, stirring your coffee and rocking and sitting every evening, filling up your pipe, drinking your whiskey and reading your journal like nothing ever happened. Oh, you let go without a tear, without a cry, or a shout, or a scream. If you miss him, it doesn't show. Mama, what am I saying? Papa, I'm sorry. I know you are never right. All I do is question, never really answer. Why, Peter? Why, Peter? I know you, babe, with questions
Questions? No.
Peter knew it's the same wind that was his friends, filled his sails and earned his living. Could turn on him and become a sudden force against him. The same gentle waters that lapped against his bow could rise up 50 feet, come crashing down on jets. Be his friend. These are the laws that he lived in. He accepted them. It's that same man, Lord husband of my son, come into our lives and make every day a day to treasure. That same man be taken from us. These are the laws that we live in. We must accept. Tragedy never lived, never come into our lives.
No.
And if we accept our blessings, we must also accept our pain. Do I weep that my son has died? I weep. I weep my wife, my Greta. I wept. But if we grieve, it is because we have loved und been. passing car as the other should get those trees to Chicago, and I know one gray-haired, broken arm, son of a seeker who's going missing.
I'll never understand.
I was there when you once asked me to buy a new home. Do you remember what he told you? Because if I don't do it,
It won't get done.
since that's what we're really doing, right? I remember back in Brandon, I could see Peter's face the way he looked at me. People thought that I was crazy, risking everything to cross the sea. I remember when I asked him, should we go and take a chance or should we stay? Even now I see his eyes and they help me find my way. Something happened in Chicago, and we landed with the first load of trees that day. Something happened to some people. All that shouting, all that anger seemed to fade away. People started saying, Merry Christmas, shaking hands and singing carols in the snow. Even now, I see Peter's face, just like it was back in Brandon long ago. So tomorrow, we'll get you a ticket back to Mexico.
No, you won't. I'm coming with you.
No, yes, it's a schooner is no place.
Gus, either I go or no one comes.
I'm sure.
Yes, I'm sure. When I
Street ahead. Prepare to cast anchor.
Excuse me?
What?
Excuse me, Ma, but I watched you dock that schooner. That's the Christmas schooner. I'm it.
No. Well, yes, we brought the
I
trees.
do
you see.
it! I've come down here every night this week, waiting for you. The dock said I was docked, wasting your time. Said the Christmas schooner stopped up north. Said there were going to be no ship this year. But I knew he was wrong. I knew he was wrong.
What's your name?
Mary Claire Township.
I'm Stossel.
It's a pleasure.
You're Irish. What's an Irish girl doing wanting the town in lawn?
And why not?
I just thought it was a journey.
You should have seen the trip we got last year. It was almost as bad as Mr. Savantini's.
Sabatini.
They live on the first floor under us. They got the biggest tray in the whole schooner last year. And so I'm going to be first in line this year. Get best choice.
If your dad said the schooner went down, then how did you know we would be here with the trees?
They had to. But Christmas is not a Christmas tree.
You tell your dad he is. It's true, the Molly Doon did go down. But there are more men and more boats and plenty of trees up north. You would tell your dad that the Christmas schooner sailed into Clark Street Harbor this year and will every year.
Yes, what?
Wait, Mary Claire. Here, take this. Our blessings are not ours to keep. They're meant to be passed along. May this branch bring you love.
May this branch bring you love.
Take it and pass it on. May this branch bring you love. Take it and pass it on. May the hope of peace shine bright in all our hearts tonight. May this branch bring you love. Take it and pass it on. Pass it on. Pass it on.
Thank you. And very Merry Christmas to
You run on home, Mary Claire, and tomorrow you come back and you pick out the biggest, most beautiful tree on the schooner. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
She's stumped as a dark for the night. The men will unload her in the morning.
And Carl?
He bought last look at the inventory before turning in, just like his pa.
It's a nice night. Not too cold.
Mm-hmm. I hope some people come to buy some trees. There's 7 days until the 25th.
They'll come. What's Christmas without a Christmas tree?
I saw some two of you talking.
She knew we would be here.
Favorite children.
Yes.
Yeah. Better turn in, it's going to be a long day tomorrow.
You go. I'm going to stay a moment.
Thank you for coming home.
I had to. Besides, if I'd let you navigate, you would have been halfway to Nova Scotia by now.
Probably.
Gus,
Yeah.
guten Nacht.
It was not called.
Alma was right. The Christmas schooner sailed the next year and the year after that. She saw to it.
In fact, for the next quarter century, a Christmas schooner sailed into Clark Street Harbor each and every winter.
The names of the schooners changed.
There was the Sea Star, the Mary Collins, the Rouse
were captained by other men, Albert Wilson, Herman and August Schooner, names long forgotten.
But what shouldn't be forgotten is the courage of each of these men who risked their lives